So she's trying to gather a bunch of people in a big area, kind of like she had in Carnegie Hall. So I'm thinking it's probably not good news. I don't know about you guys, I'm seeing a pattern here. I'll spin inward on Central Park here. There we go. But Daniel can't go into the park. Why? That's why. Nobody can get close to Eve, because anybody who enters a certain radius from her starts to burn to death. Pretty horrific. Except for Aya, because nanomachines, mitochondria. Alright, so we're going to go in there, we're going to swoop in and save the day. Gonna be great. And it's dungeon time. I spent my BPs, right? Yes. So now every time I get 100 BPs, I can go in and power up my weapon. That's the only thing I use BPs on for a regular play like this, is to power up my primary weapon. Go ahead and save the game. It's a good time for that. Right here at the beginning of the dungeon. That way if I die, I don't have to go through all the story again. You can't skip any of the cutscenes or any of the FMVs in this game. You gotta sit through all of them every time you play. Here we go. Get some ammo. And now we got some snakes. Hi, snake. Can I kill the snake? I gotta get closer to it. Not quite. That snake's gonna bite me. Also, I think you get more BPs that level up if you manage to avoid monsters. Like, if you avoid their attacks, you get more BP. So it behooves you to try to avoid any damage you can. Probably going to fill our inventory up with medicine before too long, actually. You'll see, though, in this area, you'll see like how confusing it can be, the layout of it, because they use pre-rendered scenes and not like single like static areas. Just seeing how the maps fit together can be very strange sometimes, but the game plays into that. Like, because it's ostensibly a horror game. I didn't want to go through that gate yet. There was ammo out there I wanted to get. Like the strange angles that the camera uses and the cinematic view on each individual scene. That gets played up. The whole horror element to the game. That's where that comes from a lot of the time. There's an M9 here. I forget if I want to use this M9 for anything, but I guess I'll grab it. The reason I don't want to use the M9 over the P220 is because it's got that ×3 on it. So, don't want to use that. Also, somebody's messaging me. No, don't message me while I'm playing a game. Uh-oh. Here we go. Bats! Goddamn bats. They're in every game. Every game ever. And they're going to take 3 shots, even if I crit. Until I level up again, probably. Because I knew that 3rd shot was going to kill that bat. These aren't bats, these are birds. What am I talking about? You'll see I actually switched targets there to make sure that all of my shots mattered. And they dropped junk. Junk is incredibly important. You can give junk to Wayne, and after he gets 300 of it, he gives you like a super powerful weapon. So you really want to pay attention to where your junk comes from and how much you have as you're playing the game. It's really important for X games. But there's no way to get junk unless you loop the game many, many times over, or unless you farm it. And there's like a couple decent ways to farm junk and no like really, really good way. I'm going to just ignore junk for this playthrough. We're just going to pretend it's not there. We're going to throw it out of the inventory. Now here's a room that I got stuck in for a long, long time. Because there's so much stuff you could do in this little room. What you need to do is open this drawer here and get a key. But as you can see, there's no hotspot or anything. You just can't rub up against all the backgrounds. And like I said, you can't hit the button while you're running. You have to be stopped or else you can't get anything. This SP vest is better than the Kevlar that I've got. Yes. Also, if you're standing in just the right spot, we can move this. And then we can get over here. My inventory's full. Let's go ahead and pitch this junk. Yeah, where's the other junk? I know I got two. But yeah, those birds are the only enemies that drop junk very consistently in the game. And there's a very specific way that you have to farm it. Now the M203 is a grenade launcher. That means it has very low... Like, it's very low bullet count, and it takes a long time to fire. It also has that fire ability on it, that heat bullet, that does extra damage to monsters that are weak to it, but 1 damage to any monster that is not weak to it. So that heat ability is actually really bad. Instead, we're just going to take that +2 attack off of it. So that's that. Does this body have anything? You know, Eve was here. Eve was here. Eve was here. Eve was here. No. Did not. Alright, let's get back to work here. I think now I want to go in, because this door will open with the zoo key, I believe, and then there should be some stat items in there, maybe? Or maybe not. Oh, here's this guy. This guy's going to throw his big boomerang hand at me. I don't know a good way to dodge this attack. I always just run towards them and hope for the best, because sometimes it'll go right around you and sometimes it won't. And I'm not really sure what governs whether it hits you or not. Go ahead. One of those shots was out of range, but the other one was in range. That's weird. I got pretty good luck that fight, though. So your active time and your item capacity go up as you level up. So on an individual game, it's really not important to raise those. Much more important to focus on raising the stats on the equipment you're going to be using. But yeah, I want to get those treasure boxes down there. Snake! Nice, 2 shots. Looks like the M203 put me right over the threshold to kill these guys with 2 criticals. I'm getting a lot of criticals. Like, a lot of criticals. Those yellow damage numbers are always criticals. Run out to the secret area back here, listening to the calming sounds of Junkbirds. Medicine 2. Am I missing any hit points? I'll use up one of these medicine 1s just because I have the space in the inventory. Although this armor and stuff I'm carrying I don't need anymore. Oh, a defense +2 is nice. And a cure P will cure poison. So, theoretically, I'm actually not being as efficient as I could be with my armor, because all the defense, I'm putting it on a bunch of different armor, rather than on the same armor, and growing my pluses from there. That's because I'm not going to use any tools for armor on this run. I'm going to use them all on weapons. And just equip whatever happens to be the best armor at the time. This is not a fun room. This is the room you will do all your, well, you can do a lot of your junk farming on X Games. Actually, I think there's a way you can do it on your initial playthrough too, but there's no benefit to that as far as I know. We will talk a lot more about junk farming later in the LP. Go ahead and throw your arm, dude. And as my bullet capacity goes up for this gun a little bit, I will have to reload less and less, which is nice. I'm getting really good luck on the boomerang arms here. I'll finish you off right here. Yeah, we don't need the... I'm going to leave the junk behind. That's sacrilegious to people who know this game really well. So on your first run through the game, what you would actually do is stick any spare junk you have in these treasure boxes and then come back for it, because junk is too precious to just leave behind. And there are treasure boxes over in that direction, over to my right, but it's just ammo and stuff, and I don't need it, so we're going to skip that whole area, I do believe. Whoa, no, get out of there. Is that bird gonna get me? Is he gonna peck me to death? He's gonna try. Oh, I wanted to shoot the other bird, not the snake. The snake was out of range. That sucked. Oh, bird pecked me. And now you can get the snake. Listen, I think it's pretty impressive to hit a snake with a handgun at any range, I'll be honest. That's not a very large target. So my gun is actually doing 24 damage. The problem is, because it's splitting it up into 2 shots, it looks like it's less powerful than it actually is. Later in the game we will rectify that, and that's why... And it can be a liability. Standing in place to shoot 2 shots is usually okay. Standing in place to shoot any more than that is a big detriment, because while A is sitting there firing, all of the monsters will close in and attack her. Moving on, almost to the amphitheater. We're going to put a stop to Eve before she does anything else to any more people. We're going to be the best cop, the very best cop. There she is. Ha! Eve, I got you now. What would a mitochondria know about the holiday season? Like, could you imagine like a mitochondria commercial, like with the M&Ms and the Christmas commercials, or like mitochondria in the same commercial as like the adorable polar bears that drink Coke? Although it's nice that they still let her go on with her solo concert, even though she's an unspeakable monster now. Self-evolve, again, that's just, you're talking about mutation. Okay? You're an idiot. You're an idiot, Eve. All mitochondria are idiots. This is probably not good. Who's playing the organ? Why? Why would you agree to play the organ? Oh god. This is awful. That man's eyeball is melting. Everyone's getting slimed. This is pretty grotesque. Well, so much for Dallas's wife and kid, I guess. Now they are part of the mass of giant sentient slime. And that's Aya's response. I have to get backstage to stop her. You're too late to stop her at this point, I think, Aya. At this point, the best you can hope for is to flee the country before you're brought up on charges of being such a terrible cop. The very most terrible. Backstage is clearly labeled. This is probably where we should have went to begin with. We might have had a shot at stopping Eve if we had gone backstage first. But, you know, hindsight 2020. Great screen for a boss fight. Lots of room to run around, lots of room to dodge attacks, to close in, get in range. For the shortest range guns ever on the planet. Unfortunately, there's no boss fight here. We just ran in and now we're going to run off. And not all of the slime made it into the giant monster. What do you think determines whether a specific particle of slime makes it into the giant sentient slime creature, and what gets left behind as like slime creature residue in the hall? These are the difficult questions that I'm forced to ask myself. No, let's walk around that dead body there. And up here, what is on this screen? I think there's a revive here, yes? Inventory's full, we can get rid of some junk. Ah yes, a revive is always good to have. And then here... Is there something over here? Yes. Some ammo. Good. Good stuff. There's a save point here, but I really don't need a save point so much. And here's a polar bear. Speaking of adorable Coke polar bears. As far as I know, the Parasite energy in this game is not very useful. That's why I'm not using, like, slow and stuff on them. Do I even have slow yet? Do I even have any attacks? Let me check. Yeah, like, I've got slow, but it's not a very useful attack, so... Run out of range there, so he can't hurt me. Glorious. Oh, you know what? This is a point... Oh, you know, it's not a pointless screen. There's a save point there. I don't need a save point yet. I think it's just a medicine. Oh, it's ammo. Okay. Yeah, my map says medicine. So I guess that any box that holds medicine or ammo can also hold the other thing. Because ammo and medicine both come in tiers. You may have noticed. There's medicine 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's ammo. It's plus 6, plus 15... Wait, no, plus 6, plus 10, plus 15, and plus 30, I think. And we're winding on this path. This part was really, really difficult to map. Like, I had a really hard time mapping this out. It took me like 3 tries. I've got like half of my map actually scratched out on the paper here. You don't have to follow the little Maya ghost if you don't want to. You can just go straight to where you're going. What does my ammo situation look like even? I've got 108 bullets in my ammo crate. That's probably plenty. I don't need to really pick up any ammo boxes, because I'm pretty sure that there is an ammo box. I can just leave that. I've got plenty of medicine right now. So yeah, we don't need the ammo, so let's just leave that there. This screen has armor on it, though, that I think I do want. Oh, no, no, you're supposed to attack the bird, Aya. The bird. Yeah, like that. I think one shot will do it. Yeah. If you tell her to shoot twice, but she only has enough... She only has to hit the target once to kill it, she just loses her other shot. So if you know you're going to kill a monster, it behooves you to switch targets. No, don't approach me. Be far away from that. Then I think I've got enough time to, I think that'll be it. Nope, he's out of range now. Damn it. If I had taken another step or two towards him, I'd have been fine. I don't know why Aya's guns only have an effective range of, like, right in front of her. But that puts me at 100 bonus points, though. I will definitely use those up. We're going to throw away this junk that I don't need. So is it a survival vest? I don't think it's better than the armor I've got. Let me see. Tough call, but I think I'm going to stick with the regular defense. But it also has an ability on it, which gives you +1 item slots. Not that big of a deal, really. 1 additional item slot, really not going to make or break you. What we really want is in this chest here. Oh, damn it. What do we got? Snakes, bats, birds, bees. There are bees in this game, and they're terrifying. They're at the very end of the game. You guys will see. And you'll agree with me. You'll say, Brickroad, those are terrifying. Remember this video. When you watch the bees finally in this game, leave me a comment saying, you know what? You told us those bees were going to be terrifying, and they were. We got a long time before we see any bees, though. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a minute. Maybe 2. Inventory is going to be full, so let's throw away this Cure Poison. We have the Detox spell, so it's not that big of a deal. And I will go ahead and take the extra point of defense. And we will move it on. This box ought to have a tool in it, though, so I definitely want to get this tool. And then mod up that M16 that Torres gave us. No, not bonus points, tool. So 220. Yeah, this is the M16. So yeah, we'll increase the range and bullet capacity. So that's a really good thing to move over. The only reason I didn't do it at the beginning is because that M203 gives a +2 to attack, which I wanted for the bulk of this dungeon. Although basically any item that gives you a plus in all 3 areas on a piece of equipment is really, really good. This would be a great scream to farm junk here if you could trigger the encounter every single pass through the screen. Unfortunately, there's no way to do that. In fact, I don't even think you can get this far into the dungeon after day 2. But yeah, this fight with all of the birds would be great. Are we doing the birds in 2 shots now and a single volley of attacks? That would be great. We sure are. Well, usually. It takes a critical, but criticals are pretty common in this game. I don't know how exactly they're determined, though. Don't really need any of this junk. I'll turn in all the junk that I get, but I'm not going to start farming it yet. I might have to make a video showing you guys how to farm the junk, but it's really tedious, so I don't know. Maybe I won't do that. Maybe that's just a bad idea that I had in my dumb head. That was a long bridge. A long, boring bridge where nothing worth talking about happens. These snakes will follow me over here, which is good. I just want to try to avoid getting bitten because they will poison me. Ah, damn it, he got away. Yeah, like you need PE on your armor in order to lessen the damage from that electricity attack if it hits you. Oh, damn, no, he got me. That was bad. He's right in the middle of the bridge, too. Will I have better luck over this direction? Probably not. No, more like definitely not. Let's run. Go, Aya. Go. Get the hell out of there. Alright, use it from there, and I should be okay. Ah, right around me. And now I've got heal too, which is glorious. Probably be putting that to use in the next boss fight. For now, though,